It is hard to believe that it has been a full year on this property. When we moved here last fall, I mean, just pretty much just open grass pastures, old barbed wire fence, and really just a few piles we didn't know what to do with. Sometimes you just have to roll up the sleeves and start somewhere. And I'll say I am definitely more the analyzer of the family. I like to try to plan and figure out the best way to do things. And meanwhile, Kaylee's over here halfway through a project before I even finish thinking about it.
Yeah, I don't sit still very well or for very long. And so together though, we kind of help balance each other out.
Yeah, for sure. She definitely helps me take those first steps. And honestly, kind of feel like it's how the whole year's gone, to be honest. Projects around this place will never be done. I know the dreaming will never be done. So we just kind of have to start where we can and stay grateful for this opportunity to steward this property. You know, now we've got a garden, our greenhouse, chickens, ducks, turkeys, and even a little farm stand in the works. So it's definitely been a year of learning for sure.
Yeah, but honestly, looking back, we wouldn't trade it. It's really encouraging thinking through all the things that we have done, what we were able to do in just the very first year. And it's really only us getting started.
First big thing we tackled, we took down the fencing that separated our backyard to our pasture, and it was kind of odd. We had two separate access points from the backyard to the rest of the property, so it always felt separated. There was a massive drive gate and then a little swing gate, and it was annoying. Every time we wanted to get out, we had to go through one of those access points. And another annoying thing, our dog could never figure out how to get back in when he got out.
So really, once the fencing came down, it started to really feel like just one nice big piece of property. We could access straight down to the pond or to our shop without having to go through our one little gate.
Yeah, Kaylee did most of it, to be honest, but
It's a good arm workout.
it's where we started. Picked out our garden spot, and we ended up getting 28 raised beds and a few extra rows planted in the ground. And the area we chose, we made sure it got full sun. It was close to the house, and that's definitely something I'd recommend. If you're gonna garden, keep something close to your house, easier watering, and honestly, it encouraged you to get out there more. You know, I think if it's too far away, it's just too easy to ignore. So it took a lot of people to fill up our beds, for sure.
Yeah, thankfully though, we have some really great friends that came out to help. It's nice as your kids get bigger and you have friends that have boys that are getting bigger, lots of muscles that can come help. And so we grabbed some dirt from a different area on our property and wheelbarrowed it up to our beds, and then tops with our compost. So always recommend, if you've got friends, everything's better with friends.
And then we get to return the favor.
Yeah. And the first harvest made all of the work worth it. We knew we couldn't do everything we wanted, but we still got a great harvest of green beans, a lot of cantaloupe, potatoes, peas, pumpkins. We even got our raspberry bushes in the ground. We only got a handful this year, enough to snack on, but we're excited for next year and hopefully a much larger harvest.
Actually tried transplanting our blackberries from our house in town, but unfortunately they did not make it. But we'll try to replace them this coming up year. And there are tons of blackberry brambles on our property. Actually, we tried to use them this year. They were so tart, and honestly, just with the thorns and picking them, we kind of gave up. But our neighbor also gave us some strawberry plants. We struggled trying to find the best place to grow strawberries, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're still just learning just how the property sits, how the water drains on our property, how the winds hit, all of that, and where the sun is during the whole day. So we'll definitely pick a different spot for those berries next year.
Yeah, and honestly, the garden spot, it turned out really good. We do get a little rainwater running through it, but I honestly don't think it's that major of an issue, but we'll keep an eye on it for next year.
Yeah, it definitely, as our garden expands, it helped us know which direction our garden is going to expand next year. Not quite the area we thought it was going to be.
And then actually in about midsummer, we got our greenhouse up. So I was actually pretty excited that we were able to take it down from our house in town and rebuild it out here. We did make a few tweaks to the frame to make it stronger, I think, but now we just need to finish it. So I need a door, window, shore up the sides, but to be honest, it's kind of the theme around here, isn't it? Half finished, but getting there.
Yeah. So this is a big step though. It's really nice having a place to start our seeds and extend our season a little bit longer. So it still feels a lot like progress just having it out here. So it'll help for next year. So we also got to do a lot of flower starts in the greenhouse later in the season, and although we didn't get to grow as much as we wanted, those flowers were really one of our favorite parts. We got to host 2 different bouquet workshops, one for our public library and one for a bridal shower. Most of the flowers were from our garden, and that was really exciting.
Then came the chickens. What was it, 40 hens, 2 roosters. In our defense, we didn't know we were getting any roosters, but we're not mad about it. I mean, maybe one day we'll try to hatch out our own chicks. That'd be fun.
Yeah, so we wanted enough to have eggs for ourselves and then a few dozen to sell each week. So we've been averaging around 20 eggs a day, which is still pretty amazing every time we come out here and get a bunch of eggs. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, we built this little portable coop. Typically, we would have them in the pasture. We'd move them around on fresh grass. Now that it's fall, we've actually moved them here over the garden to help prep the beds, fertilize, and get everything ready for spring. We actually did a video for that, and I'll post it here. Sometimes they can be a lot of work, you know, putting them up at nights and stuff like that, but getting a chance to collect eggs, I'd take that inconvenience any day.
It's totally worth it.
And just when we thought we had enough going on, we wanted to add meat birds.
Yeah, so 100 Cornish crossed, to be exact, and we processed them with a group of family and friends.
Yeah, we lost about maybe 14 to weather, predators, and just because, to be honest. And so the rest of them, when they were all dressed out, maybe 4.5, 5 pounds. A lot of learning for sure, and a lot of long days caring for those things.
Yeah, but it felt really good to raise them, to know where our food is coming from, and just to be a part of the whole process.
Yeah, so next came the ducks. 16 we started with, and then 7 more came from friends who needed to rehome theirs. Fun fact though, I work actually from home, and my office is in the basement, so whenever we used to have them free range, and for some reason, whenever I had meetings, those ducks would come right to my window and quack loud enough that my coworkers and my boss could hear and still get teased about it.
Yeah, we got them mostly for fun and for eggs. We really love duck eggs, but we're getting about a dozen eggs a week now, and they're just so fun to come out and watch and listen. So we're really happy we have them.
Yeah, and you can see behind us too, you know, we added 3 turkeys. They're a heritage breed called Bourbon Reds. They're beautiful. The plan originally was maybe to hatch some out, but you know, the holidays are coming up, so I think we've actually just decided to put them in our freezer.
Yeah, and it kind of actually surprised us how much we like the turkeys. So they're definitely something that's on our list for again next year.
You know, next season we plan to officially open up our little farm stand we have over in our shop. We got plenty of eggs now. We hope to add some plant starts, maybe some breads, flowers, for sure produce, anything extra that we get.
Yeah, we're just excited to see people stop by the farm and kind of support what we have going on here and what all we're growing. We loved hosting the bouquet workshops and the bridal shower this past spring and summer, and so it's been really cool to see everything kind of come full circle. And so we look forward to more of those kind of events in the future.
So what's next? I don't know, more cleanup probably. I mean, for sure around the pond. Garden's probably going to be growing. We want more produce. We want more flowers for sure.
Yeah, we want to add more fruit bushes and trees and expand more our flocks with more meat chickens, more turkeys. and really want to grow our farm stand into like a full-on spot for all things on the farm: eggs, starch, produce.
Yep. And hopefully add a few more animals to use more of our pasture. We're definitely tossing around the idea of some sheep or goats. So if you've got any experience with either of those, let us know breeds you'd recommend.
And we love to host more. We love inviting the community out into our garden. So whether just for talks on gardening, selling flowers, maybe some workshops here on the farm, things like that.
Yeah. I mean, if one year looked like this, I feel like year 2 might be a little wild. Thanks for following along as we learn this land one season at a time.
Yeah, so we're still learning and still growing, and we'd love to have you with us for the next year or 2.
See ya.